So 3 players seeing action here. 2 from Shibuya, 1 from GUNMA. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Part of the Asian All-Stars, of course, is AJ Edu, who you're going to meet a little bit later on as part of the GUNMA Crane Thunder squad. Look at that, falling away, Yuma Fuji. One of the dead shots you've got here in the B-League. They also have Takuto Nakamura, that guy on your screens. They can really light it up from deep. As you've got the lineup here, Yuma Fuji, number 0. Go Flippin, who's number 1, is unavailable here today. Number 4, Trey Jones, is also not available. They still, not even AJ Edu isn't listed. So he's part of the All-Star squad, but not going to be able to play here today. They have number 30, Woodbury, as their import. So also, no number 32, Johan Thiemann. Boy, they're missing a lot of players. Let's see how formidable a squad they're going to be here. And here we have the introduction of the home squad. So no Trey Jones, no AJ Edu, no Johan Thiemann. But they do have Kerry Blackshear Jr., number 8. And they also have number 25, Kenny Lawson Jr. Not to mention Terrence Woodbury, number 30. We're starting out with number 6, Nakamura. Number 8, Blackshear. There's Coach Kyle Milling. Then they have number 9, Naoto Tsuji. We talked about him a while ago. Number 29 is Kazuki Hosokawa. And finally, their new import, number 30, Terrence Woodbury. As you now take a look at the 3 officials. You got referee Kato, referee Fuji, and referee Kitajima. The fans on their feet, and why not? These are their beloved Crane Thunders. There are your starters once again for both these squads. GUNMA with Nakamura, Blackshear, Tsuji, Hosokawa, and Woodbury. For Shibuya, it's Grantham, Hawkinson, Vendrame, Nozaki, and Tanaka. Once again, good evening. Welcome to Open House Arena Ota, our venue here today. And we are all set. And there's tip off. Blackshear up high. Let's see how Woodbury is able to adapt here. Blackshear kicks it out. Tsuji sets, puts up a long one. Will come up short. Hawkinson will get that rebound. Vendrame setting up the offense as he always does. That is a turnover. Not a good way to start off that two-man game. Not the cleanest of handoffs. Might have been a travel, but nonetheless, scored 2 points here for Nakamura. Hawkinson from deep will come up just short. Nice putback. At the right place, at the right time, not even bring it down. That's the veteran Vendrame. Woodbury will give it up. Blackshear. Now Tsuji will come up short. Two players get entangled, and they're going to say that's going to be a foul. It's going to be a number 1, Dante Grantham. That's a big loss, not having AJ Edu available. Tsuji tries to bring it closer, sidesteps, yes. 4-2 early on here. Not a good foul. You want to stay close, but you don't want to foul, especially when you're all the way down here in this end. First personal foul on Nakamura. First team foul on his squad. Grantham will bring it down himself. There's going to be a steal. That's going to be the second turnover. Easy layup for Nakamura. Quick 4 points for him. 6-2 is our tally. Grantham with the handoff. He'll get it right back. Almost lost it. They're going to say stepping on the sideline here. And Nozaki will give it up. That's going to be turnover number 3 so early. See the way they blitz up high. And Vendrame will cough it up for the second time. Jumper, that's the specialty of Osokawa. Will come up short though. First attempt, Woodbury, no. Nice boxing out. Vendrame up and under move, yes! Avoiding the defense. Looked like he might have gotten blocked. That's a veteran, knowing what he needs to do in any situation. A foul is going to be called up high. Not quite sure why Tanaka was hanging on to Blackshear here. Watch this last piece of action. He knew Blackshear was behind. 6-4. Blackshear looking for space. Will bring it closer. The flip too strong. Tries to tap it, doesn't work. Nonetheless, it goes right back to them. Tsuji for 3, no. Nice put back here. If you can't get the defensive board, you're going to be in trouble. And that's why a timeout will be called quickly here by Shibuya. Coach Bailey wanted to make sure there was no early getaway here from the opponents. Calls that quick timeout. Wants to make sure that his team is on the right note. All of them on the same page. Hawkinson can't find any space. Will hand it off. Nice look inside. Ooh! Why didn't that drop? Then Drame is going to wonder why he doesn't have 2 points. That's a smart move there coming from Blackshear. All he wanted to do was make sure there was contact. Drawing the foul. Actually, his feet weren't properly set, and at the same time, he might have been a little bit too under the basket. Did the wise thing. Gets the foul from Hawkinson. He's on the line for 2 shots now. Now they got 3 imports. That's allowed for Shibuya because Hawkinson is considered a local. So now they bring in Thomas Welsh. It's Blackshear hits the first free throw, increasing their lead now to 5. Coming in for the first time is John Lawrence Harper Jr. He adds a lot of speed to this lineup. He, together with Troy Murphy Jr., are interchangeable.
And number 25, Kenny Lawson Jr.
And there they say, welcome to GUNMA, Kenny Lawson Jr., the 37-year-old. He's a veteran. Let's see what he can contribute here to this squad. 10-4 is the tally. Jumper not gonna work. Easy slam there. Everybody forgot about Dante. Nobody boxed him out at all. A lot of movement up high once again. I think gonna work there for Woodbury. He's still trying to get his sea legs. Rosso quickly swings it to the other side. Almost a turnover. That's a nice pass. Perfect setup, and Hawkinson doing the right thing, just making sure there was contact once again. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. Perfect handoff there from Harper. Well, definitely Woodbury had to be able to adjust. Josh Hawkinson right now is 6th in terms of 3-pointers. That's talking about percentage. Look at that clip. 45%. That's not good. That's exceptional. Makes the first. Cuts the lead down to 3. As expected, he makes the second as well. 10-8 is our tally. Approaching the midway point of the opening quarter. Nice find inside, but in the land of the Giants, had to kick it back out. Extra pass. Woodbury with a jumper. Not gonna drop. Plucked out of the air there by Hawkinson. Looking to tie things up. Maybe take the lead with a 3. Harper thought about it. Let's swing it around. Daiki. Finds Hawkinson. Hawkinson with a flip. Not gonna drop. That was good defense. Giving it back out. Deep 3. Not gonna work for Yuma Fuji. Suddenly, both these teams going cold here in the last minute and a half. Tanaka. Hawkinson. Extra pass. From the wing. Yes! Nice basket there from Harper Jr. That set shot is something he definitely can hit. It's now 1-point lead here for Shibuya at 11-10. Again, Lawson saying, I need somebody to come to the ball. That's like a layup for Hosokawa. Lead is back to Shibuya. From Shibuya to Gunma. Check that. Hawkinson, clear lane, floats it through. Second tie of the ball game at 13. Tremendous defense put up there by Harper. Hosokawa looking for some space. Lawson, extra pass. Gets it there. Fuji for 3. Talk about patience there from Lawson. Not panicking whatsoever. Got it to his open shooter. You like the fact that Hawkins is also not forcing the issue. Always looking for the best shot available. Wow, kissing it off the glass. How did he get that up and through? Asking for a foul, but actually that was a bailout shot there. 1 point separating these two squads. That's clearly a foul. That's a little bit of a frustration foul because Harper felt that there was a lot of body contact on the other end. Blackshear back. He was starter. Here comes another one of those speedsters. Kenny Asano. He's 6'5", only 23 years old. Fuji trying to go to work early. Nice flip, a little bit too strong though. He was worried about the shot blockers around him. Again, Harper's gonna finish. That's the speed. You cannot catch him in the open court. Harper now with 5 points. Blackshear. Inside, easy layup. Up high. Welsh. Shot clock's winding down. It's at 5. They can't find Thomas inside. Fuji picks up his dribble surprisingly. Here's Blackshear. Falling away, yes! Back-to-back hits here by Carey. He now has a total of 8 here in this ball game. Tremendous start for one of the world imports. Another turnover, just too many turnovers to start out the first period. Taking his time. Not gonna drop for Kenny Lawson Jr. He had all day to shoot. Now gonna try to make his move. Deep three. Kisses it off the glass. That's the second time that's happened. Randall, not quite sure if he called glass, but it doesn't matter. We are deadlocked at 20. Shibuya has no more fouls to give. But they're gonna give up one here. That's gonna mean 3 free throws. Try to break this tie. Expect this gentleman to make all 3 free throws. One of the best free throw shooters. Not to mention one of the best 3-point shooters in the country today. Fuji makes both. One more coming up to establish another 3-point lead. (23-20), 1.5. Time for a heave. Randall. Pretty good line, just a little bit off to the right, and 10 minutes are done here at the Open House Arena. And we've got GUNMA 23, Shibuya at 20.
Alright, Open House Arena, it's bazooka time! 皆さん、サッカーのホームゲーム楽しんでいますでしょうか。ここからは味の素エキシビュース株式会社プレゼンツバズーカタイムをお届けします。
Second quarter is upon us here at the Open House Arena, Ota. GUNMA 23. Just 3 points behind. Now just 1 point behind is Shibuya. Vendrame now with 6 points. So far, a very clean game we've seen. Not too many fouls. With the patience once again by Vendrame and company. They'll go down. Preemptive foul going to be called. Randall making a quick turn. Foul will be called. That's going to be the second there now, Nakamura. They're going to need him. He can't foul out. He's one of their better import defenders. Vendrame flips it up. A little bit too strong. Another possession. Randall steps back for three. Drains that one. Now it's a 2-point lead here by Shibuya. Back in is Terrence Woodbury. First personal foul going to be called there, Morihisa Yamauchi. Nice hesitation move, pocket pass, and a foul will be called here. Blackshear diving towards the cup. Hosokawa back in. He does have 3 team personal fouls though. Team foul situation, just at 1 each. Blackshear all day to shoot a 3. A little bit too strong. Welsh with his 3rd board already. We look inside Welsh. He's just gonna glide through. And now a timeout will need to be called by the Gunma Crane Thunders as they trail by the biggest margin so far here tonight. They're down 4. Now after timeout, let's see what play they diagrammed. They want to get a shot off. They got a good look. Just not dropping there for Nakamura. He's got 4 points already though. They try to push. Yamauchi will look inside. That's a great lead pass. Another rebound for Welsh. He'll blow that though, but another offensive rebound. Should have dropped there. Just trying to battle for it, you can see. Troy Murphy with his first board. Yamauchi will swing it up high. Vendrame for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net there. And the lead has ballooned to 7 at 30-23. That's a good answer. Needing to keep his squad close. Welsh gives it up. Open three, that's going to be short. Good look though by Randall. Well, you see right now they're a little underhanded. Talking about the team from GUNMA. Yes, they do have Kenny Lawson and Terrence Woodbury. So in terms of their lineup, they're actually complete. But again, in terms of players that are familiar with the teammates like Trey Jones and Johan Neiman, they're not here. Not to mention the fact that there is no AJ Edu. Inside, nice extension there by Vendrame. Leads back up to 6. He's in double digits already with 11 points. And we're still in the first half. Nice finish with the left there. Nakamura has played so well here to open the season. Vendrame will launch. He's going to get blocked. That'll stay here though. Blackshear not able to hold on to that block. Watch it here. He tried to track it down. Kenny Lawson is back. Yuma Fuji is back. There's Kenny. Straight line drive. Hawkinson heard the whistle, threw it up there. The way Shibuya is playing, you wouldn't think they're in a 2-game losing streak. Seems like they're in cruise control here. First free throw will drop. Second coming up now. Nice attack inside, stopping from the free throw line. That's money. So Woodbury showing us some range here early. I'd like to be able to see him also finish at the cup. You see he's got the complete package. Leads cut down to 4. Tanaka. Tanaka will come up short. We like the fact that Woodbury can't tap it to himself. Puts up a 3, just short. Lawson, offensive rebound. Fuji will bring it back out. They lead the shooter. Bang! Can't go under the screen when Yuma Fuji is there. Lead's been cut down to 1 as we get to this official timeout. Once again, back to the action at the Open House Arena, Ota. 1 point. The lead of Shibuya. They've got possession. Nice sidestepping move. Puts it through. Yes, it's gonna drop. Nice move from Grantham. He's got 2 baskets. Total of 4 points. Extends that lead to 3. Handoff. Lawson looking for it. Gets it from up high. Will give it up quickly. Not looking for the shot. Yuma Fuji, 4-shot, no. That's a good call. That was touched last. As Lawson tried to go inside and get that offensive rebound. Watch it again. So they were going to look for the quick hit. They're going to go inside. Nice tie-up. Are they going to give him continuation? Well, he didn't make the basket, but will he go to the line for 2 shots? Doesn't look like he was able to get airborne yet. Turns out to be a good foul here. Coming from Rhea Nozaki. Oh no, they're going to give him free throws. That's a bit of a bad break. Free throw shooting for Gunma. Close to 80% at 78.5. That's 3rd in the league. Those 2 free throws will add to solidify that number. Watch that last piece of action again. How many times has that happened? That is their turnover number 6. Only 2 turnovers for Gunma. Power dribble, Lawson. Can't get that to drop though. Vendrame to the wing. Hawkins will get fouled. He got bludgeoned inside. Watch this. There were 2 individuals that hacked him. One got him in the face. These 2 free throws, these 2 teams shoot their free throws so well. 78.7 for Shibuya, for 2nd in the league. Blackshear back in. Taking a seat is Terrence Woodbury. Gunma now in the penalty. You don't want to send either of these teams to the line because they really make you pay. There's AJ Edu. There's Ko Flippin. And there's Johan Thiemann as well. So they're still with the team, unfortunately just not available today. .38-35 is our tally. Fuji trying to get to the wing. Lawson just couldn't find any space. Here's Blackshear. Osokawa will turn and shoot. Another offensive rebound. Another crack at the basket. Lawson, yes. Wondering why he's been double clutching. He's got a good shot from the outside now at 5 points. If you have his kind of range, just take it. This is our fourth tie at 38. Tanaka usually plays the 2, now at the 1. He's another one of those Japanese well-rounded stalwarts. Welsh goes to the wing. Hawkinson for 3, back rims that one. That was perfectly set up. Where did they go? Nice look inside. Blackshear almost traveled. Another one. That's back-to-back threes here for Lawson. It's a 3-point lead by GUNMA, and again, needing to talk things over is Coach Kyle, Bailey, and company. Two minutes, 11 seconds remaining before the halftime break. 41 for GUNMA, 38 for Shibuya. Nice look at Coach Kyle Milling. A little bit happy. His team is up by 3, but they are in the penalty. They can't afford to foul. Vendrame. No place to go. We'll get it back. Couldn't launch. They get it to Hawkinson. Hawkinson is going to let that drop. That was just in the nick of time. Hawkinson now with 10 points. Inside. That's a great handoff. And just like that, Lawson's got 10 points. On the back of those 2 threes. Vendrame inside, no. I would have cut it down to 1. Tanaka playing defense up high. Blackshear for 3. A little bit too strong. Offensive rebound. Hosokawa at the right place at the right time. That pass a little bit too far out, and a foul will be called. That was too much of a lead pass, but a foul there will be called, and that means both teams are now going to be in the penalty. Second personal foul going to be called on Tanaka. We got a ceasefire on the floor. 43-40 is our tally. chance of Let's Go Thunders, the home squad here today. 3 for Lawson. That's his first miss from that distance. Easy putback though by Blackshear. Extending the lead to 5. Blackshear now with 10 points. The biggest lead, talking about GUNMA, was at 6. That was 10-4. 30 seconds to be played here. Vendrame doesn't like the none call. Baseline inbound. Finds Tanaka. Tanaka swings it. You gotta look for the basket now. Daiki. Long two. Yes. Now they're gonna go for the final shot. You gotta start attacking a little bit. In a bit. Like now. Game clock is at 3. Fuji, deep 3. That's huge. Beating the buzzer. That will count. No question about it. Let's take a look at it again. He knew exactly what he needed to do. Faked, got enough space, and drained that 3. At the halftime break, it's 48-42 in favor of the Crane Thunders.
Nobody. I came from nowhere. Who am I? I needed a place. They didn't know who I was until then. Look at yourself in the mirror. Você é muito linda. Nadie wanna walk so lenta. Você é rainha. Look at yourself in the mirror. Você é muito linda. Nadie wanna walk so lenta. Você é rainha.
It's the amazing Thunder Girls and Santa-kun. DJ Iso.
本日はリスナーグループ B リーグ2025-26シーズン第13節群馬レインサンダーズ分です。サンロッカーズ渋谷にご来場いただきありがとうございます。
A lot of great highlights from both these squads. In the first two periods, Yuma Fuji coming off the bench to hit a couple of threes. And then Kenny Lawson showing you he's got range as well. He'd hit two. There's his second. First quarter ended in favor of GUNMA, 23-20. Shibuya sticking around though. And here at the half, it's a 6-point lead enjoyed by the hosts. They're hanging tough, despite the fact that they're playing shorthanded. Here's that last shot. Straight and true. As we take a look at the numbers here from the first two quarters of play. Look at the field goal shooting percentage. Collectively, Shibuya shooting 57% as compared to 45% for GUNMA. When you break that down from 2-point distance, shooting much better Shibuya, 63%. Okay, got those numbers. Quite deceiving. Because Shibuya shot better. So much better. 12% in fact. But the thing is, just too many turnovers. 6 as compared to 2. As we look at more numbers on your screens, 18 and 22. Those are the points in the paint. In favor of Shibuya again. But 14-10. Second chance points in favor this time of GUNMA. Well, they did have a lot of offensive rebounds. Rebounding story though is dead even. Look at this, 16 apiece. In terms of assists, Shibuya has one more, 14-13. Go figure. If you look at just the numbers, it should be the squad of Shibuya with the lead, but it's GUNMA up by 48-42. They're not far behind though, talking about Shibuya, and in fact the numbers show that they should be in the lead, but they aren't. Actually, if you look at it, it should have also been just a 3-point lead, but a big shot put there, straight and true, coming from Yuma Fuji. If you're just joining us, the GUNMA Crane Thunders coming in here with a 13-7 record. SUNROCKERS Shibuya at 8-12. Straight line drive, a little bit of a contact. Boy, Kerry Blackshear with that speed there, especially going to the cup. Watch it here. Then he slowed down a little bit, made sure there was a little bit of contact. Got the foul on the line now. This is now the biggest lead in the ball game at 8. Could be 9. It is 9. 51-42. Good start here by the squad that needs a victory because they want to stay in step with the leaders in their conference. In fact, they trail by 3 wins. Another one of those live turnovers, and it's now a double-digit advantage at 53-42. They need to score here or expect a timeout. Vendrame gives it up. Boy, talk about the composure that they have. Nozaki draining that 3. cut the lead down to 8. That's going to be another foul. That's going to be the second team foul here for Shibuya. Woodbury can't hit that 3. Get the open shot. They go to the wing, extra pass. Hawkinson will bring it closer. They double. Nozaki with the layup, yes. He's got 5 points here in the third period. That'll cut the lead down to 6. And they're right back in it once again. Jumper is not going to drop. Hawkinson picks up another board. Hawkinson for 3. Straight and true. And the lead has been cut down to a solitary basket. 13 points now in the contest for Hawkinson. What an explosion here. And a nice rally put together by Shibuya. Hosokawa hits from deep. That's his second 3. Lead is back up to 6. Both these teams firing on all cylinders here to begin the second half. Vendrame kicks it out. Daiki. Falling away, yes. Well, that's his specialty. He's a scorer. Only with 4 points so far here, though. The lead still at 4. Woodbury chucks up 1. No. He's 0 for 2 from long distance here in this quarter alone. Nice find, Nozaki. That's the second 3 of Nozaki here in this period. In fact, all his 8 points right here in this period, the third. Hosokawa tries to answer and does. It's raining 3s here. 3 minutes quickly gone in the third. What a pace we're watching. Nozaki flips it up. That'll drop. Nozaki with 10 points. All of them here. Wow. He's found his rhythm. Woodbury again. They look for Woodbury. He's going to be fouled there by Nozaki. Nice big action there. Nozaki not happy. That is his third. Imafuji's back with his 9 points. They'll start from high, which is what they like to do. Almost losing it. Step back 3, why not? Let's double check. That might be a long 2. Nonetheless, 11 points in the contest for Fuji, and the lead is back up to 4. Nobody's missing here. Having to give it up, almost a 5-second violation. Deep 3, not gonna drop. One of the few misses that we've seen here in this quarter. That's going to be a foul on Nozaki. That's going to be number 4. It might be a short night. Didn't have to stick that close. He's going to the bench. Despite the fact that he's had a scorching start to the third, he's going to have to sit down. And with 5:26 still to be played, Shibuya already in the penalty. Can't afford any more fouls. Woodbury finally gets one to drop. He's 1 out of 3 from this in this particular period. He's got 5 points, and SUNROCKERS want to talk things over. Back to the action here. Coming to you from the Open House Arena. That's going to be the first team foul here for GUNMA. Harper got clipped. Coming in for timeout. You want to be able to score. That's a nice steal. Quickly sealing there, Woodbury. They swing it around. Lawson's back on the floor. Yuma Fuji for 3. He'll misfire though. They'll try to push. No early offense. Flipping up and through. Dante Grantham there with the early seal this time. 2 free throws coming in. For Dante, watch it here once again. Quickly, goes to the block. He's going to be fouled by Hosokawa. Hosokawa didn't need to stick that close because Grantham was going away from the basket. You can see the fans there waving those white towels, trying to distract Dante, but he says it doesn't matter. .433 to be played here in this period. We got a full house at the open house. 2 for 2. Checking in now is Troy Murphy Jr. Nice look there at Coach Kyle Bailey. Some pressure in the backcourt by SUNROCKERS Shibuya. And then they call it off. Now they're moving up high. You can't give Hosokawa space. And he loses it though. He was looking for a shot already. Murphy. That's Harper. Dante kicks it out. 3, yes! Harper showing us he's got some range. Now with 10 points. Multiple players in double digits for Shibuya. As they now just trail by 2. Fuji. Shoots over all. A little bit too strong. Back rims that one. Josh Hawkinson is back. That might have been a charge. They're going to call a block. He went straight into the defender. Fuji will pick up a foul. There it was in the switch. Fuji was trying to go above the screen. Got hammered there. That's going to be his third. Coming in now is Andrew Randall in place of Grantham. Grantham has been a little bit more effective as we see the first entry of Toyoshige Kano. Blackshear, a starter here for his squad. Comes right back. You can see there in front of their jerseys. Open house group. This is the open house arena. Two points, the lead of Gunma. Trying to get away. Using that Thomas Welsh pick. Welsh, that's a jumper he usually can make. Another offensive rebound though. Murphy will bring it out. Murphy for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net there for Troy. Murphy with his first basket. He also has one rebound. And it's a 1-point lead for Shibuya. Blackshear will try to get it back. Up and under move, yes. Seesaw affair we've got here. It's now 66-65. Blackshear with 15 points. Quick try. Nothing there from Randall. Blackshear again. Inside the paint. Will kick it out. Now they'll reset. Good active hands there by Randall. Getting into the passing lanes. Under 2.5 to be played. Fuji's back despite the fact that he's got 3 personal fouls. A little bit of a gamble here. Let's see if that gamble does pay off. Inside to Lawson. Slip inside. Nice tip in there by Lawson. Nakamura thought he had another bucket. Stopping and popping. Troy Murphy Jr. With his speed, he can get anywhere he wants to on the floor. Just needs to be consistent there with that mid-range game of his. Foul will be called. That's going to stop the action here. 2 free throws coming up for the boys in the dark jerseys. There was a foul. Murphy not realizing the fact that his team is in the penalty. That's only his first though. Asking for one more. Let's see if he can give it to them. Promptly makes both. Extend that lead back up to 3. Watch the speed of Harper here, trying to get away from his man. He does! Kicks it out. Randall for 3. That would have tied things up. Another offensive rebound. That's courtesy of Murphy. Randall shaking, baking. gives it up. Welsh will have to give it up. Randall, that's deep. And that will be another tie here. Randall with 9 points. What a game we have. Under a minute to be played. Blackshear comes up short. Randall will try to push. No numbers. Good transition defense shown here by GUNMA. Three. Not gonna drop. That was close for Harper. Not afraid to shoot. Unlike the last time we had him in the coverage. Lawson gets it to a shooter. Nakamura finds his three-point gunner. Yes! That's why he's in there. Shooting above 40% for his career and for this season. 11 points now for Yuma Fuji. Final possession here. GUNMA still with a foul to give. They're gonna say that counts. Watch it once again. They're gonna stay here, stepping the line. 3 quarters are done here this Wednesday evening. And it's a 1-point lead enjoyed by the Crane Thunders. Final quarter, coming to you from the Open House Arena. Nice basket there to begin the period. It's a 1-point lead for Shibuya. 11 points now for Randall. He's starting to feel real comfortable here in the B-League. Coming in as a late replacement. Fuji falling away. That's the most difficult shot I've seen from him here tonight. And he made it look so elementary. Back up to a 1-point lead here for GUNMA. This guy can really light it up, talking about Yuma Fuji. And that's why he's always in the 3-point shooting contest. Trying to get closer. Randall had to put this one up. Shot clock was winding down. You like the way he's battling, talking about Kano. Not to mention Taniguchi as well. Those two bench players now seeing some valuable playing time here to begin the fourth. Fuji in the land of the Giants gives it up. That's a big three from Taniguchi. Those are bonus points. He's in there really to rebound and to defend. Wow. That's going to extend the lead to 4. Hawkinson almost lost it. Quick hands from Blackshear. And they look for Fuji once again. That was a duty foul given up here by Harper. He felt that the momentum was going the way of the boys in black, and it was. He said enough is enough. Stopping the action there. Now their defense can get set, but that is his 3rd personal foul though. First team foul, then Drame is back. Blackshear trying to get all the way to the cup, kicks it out. Fuji, a little bit too strong off the glass, will get it back. From deep, why not? Terrence Woodbury. The lead just like that. Balloons to 7. Then Drame will find Randall. They'll have to swing it around. Inside, Murphy will kick it out. Randall puts up a deep one. No. Woodbury grabs that board. He'll push it forward. Trying to get to the cup. That's going to be a foul. Murphy will pick up his 2nd. And that's also going to be the 2nd team foul of Shibuya. Look at the patience here of Terrence. He knew he had the advantage. A timeout will now be called by Coach Kyle Bailey. First free throw for Woodbury is going to come up short. He'll miss both. It's going to go right back to him though. That long rebound fell right on his lap. Now they can increase their 7-point lead here with another possession. I read 3. Not going to drop. They're going to get another one. Woodbury. Yes! That's what we talked about in the first quarter. If Shibuya cannot get those rebounds, they're going to be in trouble. You cannot allow the Crane Thunders that many opportunities. 3 won't drop. Boy, Hawkinson just got his pocket picked. He thought it was an easy layup. Fuji was there. Fuji's got to be careful though. He's got 3 fouls. Look at this. Snatching it away right before there was any chance of a putback. Protecting that lead, still at 10. Osokawa's back. He's hit 3 threes so far here. Tanaka finds Hawkinson. Hawkinson puts up a 3. Long one, no. Tanaka, a 3 of his own, short. Now they're getting the offensive rebounds. All by his lonesome. Yes! Finally, Dante Grantham knocks one down. It's going to keep them in the ball game. Almost a steal. It's completed. Hawkinson. That's a quick 6 points. And they just stole the momentum right back, and that's why Coach Kyle Milling says, nope, 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 nope. Pushes the timeout buzzer. We'll be back after this. Let's see the play drawn out here by Coach Kyle Milling. To give this squad a little bit more breathing space. They're up by 4. They want to make it at least 6. A lot of time still remaining in this one. Nakamura will misfire. Well, they got the open shot. Vendrame calling out play number 1. Gets away from Nakamura. Goes in. Gets blocked there. Lawson says, not on my watch. Duty foul there from Tanaka. Look at this. Just swatted it away. Third personal foul on Tanaka. Third team foul. Sorry, miss. Another miss. Finally getting it to drop there is Hawkinson. That's going to cut the lead down to 2. Hawkinson with 18 points now. We got a ball game heading into the final 5 minutes. It once stood at a 10-point lead, and in a blink of an eye, it's down to a single basket. Scoring inside once again. That's big. Nakamura in double digits as well. So many players finding their rhythm, finding their range today. It's a high-scoring affair, 87-83. Hawkinson launches. No. Long rebound, tracked down by the boys in white. Inside, Hawkinson for 2. That is good movement without the basketball. Also good recognition by his teammates. He's got 20 points. Back down to a 2-point advantage for Gunma. Heading into the final 4 minutes and 30 seconds. It's a 2-point affair. GUNMA still with the lead. They've got possession. 2-man game. Blackshear back in. Regular starter here for Coach Kyle. That's not going to drop. Chance now here for the visitors to tie things up or take the lead with a 3. Vendrame will kick it inside, but he got fouled. That's going to be the first team foul for GUNMA here in the 4th. That's a good foul. Hosokawa doing the right thing. Again, they're trying to look for Hawkinson inside. Third personal foul going to be called on Hosokawa. In the speedster, John Lawrence Harper Jr. He's a difference maker. Vendrame using the pick. Tries to get it to Grantham. Grantham kicks it back out. Back here to Grantham. Tries to force the issue. Vendrame, deep 3. No. Nice rebound there. Coming from Harper. They're going to get a brand new 14. Vendrame finds his import. That's going to be a miss. Golden opportunity for Dante. Dante will foul. Not necessarily a good foul because that's going to put them in the penalty. With still 3:30 to be played. It'll get them to set up their defense, yes. But they're now in the penalty. Only second personal foul. More of the youngsters coming in. Troy Murphy Jr. now on the floor. So the fast and the furious squad here. Lawson with the handoff. Fuji. Fuji will kick it out. Hosokawa, no. Lead is still at 2. Secondary break. Misfiring though. That was an easy layup. Muffed by Murphy. Tanaka for 3, no. Clock continues to tick. They go to Hawkinson. Up against a local. Extra pass. Still nothing. There's going to be a foul off that rebound. There seems to be a lid there on the basket of Shibuya. There was the foul. Hawkinson couldn't get any leverage. Foul's going to be a Nakamura, his 3rd. Only the 2nd team foul for GUNMA though. Naoto Chuji back. Inside, they set up Hawkinson for the lead. Yes! He's got 23 points. Remember, Shibuya on a 2-game losing streak. They want to snap this and they want to take down the GUNMA Crane Thunders, one of the top teams in their division. Nakamura gets away. He's got 12 points and the lead is back to the home squad. Approaching the final 2 minutes. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. That'll be a foul on Blackshear. That'll be the 3rd team foul for the boys in black. Look at the speed here of Harper. Only the first personal on carry. Woodbury back in. He's got 11 points. We've got another exciting affair here in the B-League. Another one of those classic encounters. They get it inside. Hawkinson will give it up. Harper trying to create. And he finds his main man inside once again. Hawkinson with the push shot, now with 25 points and assist. Once again for John Lawrence Harper Jr. 1 point lead for the visitors. Blackshear tries to attack, flips it up and through. Asking for a foul, none given. He's got 19 points. It's a 1 point lead this time for GUNMA. Under 90 seconds to be played. Harper once again is going to lose it though. Woodbury showing a lot of poise, waiting for the rest of his squad. Now they're at 5-5. Woodbury thought he was going to launch. Looking for space. That's going to drop. What a shot there coming from Yuma Fuji. Similar to that shot he hit right before the end of the first half. That's big. It's now a 4 point lead. A timeout will have to be called by SUNROCKERS Shibuya. Shibuya down by 4. Still a lot of time remaining in this one. Oh, what a shot there from Yuma Fuji. He's got 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Under a minute to be played here. Shibuya needs to score. They try to look inside. They go for a 3. The putback's not there. Still not. Finally, it's going to drop. So many opportunities for that time, and the lead is cut down to 2. Fuji holding on to this, gets it past the timeline. Talk about leech-like defense here from Harper. Shot clock is now down to 8. Nakamura. Shot clock down to 3. You're not gonna get a shot off. And an opportunity here for Shibuya to tie things up with 16 seconds to go. Our officials are going to look at the time just to make sure we have the right time on the clock. But expect a timeout here coming from Coach Kyle Bailey. Officials checking and double checking. Wanted to make absolutely sure about the time remaining. And you can see Coach Kyle Milling telling his squad they have one foul to give. And there you have it. Instead of 16 seconds, it's 17.5. Our officials on top of the situation. You got three of the best referees handling proceedings tonight. Referee Kato, Referee Fuji, and Referee Kitajima. .5 seconds remaining. They need to score here. They can take the lead with a 3. Vendrame in trouble here. Clock's winding down. Leo inside. He's gonna lose it. .4 remaining.
Nakamura has 4th personal.
Ooh, Nakamura's gonna be called for a foul. Well, he did swipe. There was contact. That's the foul that they have to give though. So it's not yet free throws. 3.4 remaining. Gunma needing one stop here. Ooh, there's going to be a challenge. A coach's challenge. I think more than anything else, Coach Kyle Bailey wants to make sure that the time is right. Because there was a foul, and the foul was called.
ヘッドコーチチャレンジが入りました。ゲームクロックの確認です。
They might add a little bit more. That 3.4 might go up to 4.5, which will give Shibuya at least one more second to be able to get a clean shot at this. You got a stunned crowd here. But the fans of the Crane Thunders don't have to worry, because if they get the stop here, they're going to pick up the victory. But they were hoping they got the stop earlier. It looked like it, but Nakamura was called for his 4th. Let's see what the referees say. So they're going to give him 5 seconds, not just 4.5. They've got a full 5 seconds to work on this one. It's going to be a baseline inbound. A lot of movement, trying to free up Hawkinson for sure. They get it to Josh. For the tie. No! What a stop there defensively put together by the GUNMA Crane Thunders. And they're going to win this one by a hair. But as far as they're concerned, a victory is a victory. You can see Coach Kyle Milling there ecstatic about that one. They're going to improve to 14-7 and stay in step with the leaders. SUNROCKERS Shibuya will unfortunately go down to their 3rd straight loss. But what a gallant stand. It just wasn't enough. They just couldn't get the shot from their main man, Josh Hawkinson. Don't go away. Interviews coming up.
皆さん、三塁間渋谷の選手、スタッフ、ファンの皆さんに今一度大きな拍手をお願いいたします。素晴らしいプレー。
A great applause here. They gave us a fantastic game here this Wednesday evening. SUNROCKERS Shibuya, nothing to be ashamed of. But unfortunately, they're going to drop further down in the standings at 8 and 13. And now here is Coach Kyle Milling.
All right, Coach, get us started.
Green Thunders. Hey, been a long time. Each, ni, sa, gunma, ichigo!
いや本当に素晴らしい試合でした。両チーム本当に素晴らしいプレーを見せてくれましたが、故障者が増える中、ニューフェイスも加わり、本当に一丸となって、勝利をつかみました。監督にはどう映ったんでしょうか。Coach, both teams played an excellent game. Despite the injuries, you guys really came together and pulled this one out. Reflect on the game for us.
First of all, just say good job to all the players with all the injuries they had, the fight they did. It's really good.
何より本当に選手全員をこの試合は本当にとにかく称えたいと思います。この状況の中、戦い抜くメンタルについて聞いてみたいと思います。Coach, can you talk to us about the consistent mental strength required to make it through these tough times, regardless of opponent, whoever we're playing?
Yes, but obviously we have many injuries right now. But we talked about, as a team, a sign of a good team is the reaction you have when things are difficult, when it's Muzukashi. And tonight we proved that we had a good reaction when things are difficult. So hopefully we can continue to keep growing.
まあ実際、怪我人は多いんですけども、言い訳はなく、こういう厳しい状況の中でどう反応する、どんなリアクションを見せるかが本当のチームの強さだと思っているので、今日は本当にいいリアクションを見せてくれて、本当にいいプレーを見せてくれた選手を称えたいです。さてこれよりホームの連戦が続きますが、本当皆さん最高のシックスマンにメッセージをお願いしたいと思います。Consecutive home games coming up. Can you give a shout out to these amazing six man out there?
One other thing we talked about before the game is that we knew you fans would be pushing us and be our sixth man. So with our injuries, you guys are almost like another player on the court. So at this moment, we really need you. So please keep supporting us. I know you will. So, お願いします。ABCU 土曜日。
我々にとっては本当に皆さんは必要としているチームメイトです。シックスマンとしてこれからもサポートをお願いします。今日は素晴らしいサポートありがとうございました。以上、カイブレニックヘッドコーチでした。さあ、続きましては本日のヒーローを呼びたいと思いますが、今日はね、本当みんながヒーローと言ってもいいんじゃないでしょうか。そんな中ですね、とんでもないスリーポイントを決めて試合を決定づけたこの人、ナンバー0、ユーマ・フチ。早く来て。
すいません。
素晴らしい試合でした。今日の試合振り返ってください。
いやー本当ね、本来僕らディフェンスチームなので90点取られてたら、勝てない試合だったんですけど、本当にチーム一丸となって、勝てて本当に良かったです。応援ありがとうございました。
そして白熱した第4クォーター、行ったり来たり両チーム本当に素晴らしいプレー見せたんですけど、あそこ振り返っていかがですか。
いやー本当最後のシュートですけど、いやもう入るか入んないか分かんないところをもう本当みんなの声援でちょっとねじ込んでくれたと思ってるんで、本当にありがとうございます。
その皆さん本当に最高のエネルギーです。まだ水曜日です。平日ですよ。素晴らしいエネルギーです。メッセージお願いします。
はい、 週末もここホームで試合があるので、皆さん今日以上の応援よろしくお願いします。
本日のヒーロー、素晴らしいパフォーマンス、そして素晴らしいショットを決めた藤井祐馬選手でした。ありがとうございました。さて、これより選手たちが場内を一周しますが、皆さん必ずアピールはご自身の座席からお願いいたします。皆さん、最高のアリーナで最高のエネルギーをありがとう。 Thank you, GUNMA!
As the players say goodbye to the fans who have made their way here to the open house arena, we're going to go through some of the highlights of today's ball game and go through the comments of Fuji as well. And then we'll go through the numbers, and then we'll invite you for the weekend's games. Enjoy the highlights, especially if you're a fan of the GUNMA Crane Thunders, coming away with a 94-92 victory as we go through the comments of Yuma Fuji. Well, he said the defense of our squad is usually there, but our offense really led us to victory today. As we said, it's a high-scoring ball game. They scored 94 points. He thanked the home fans for cheering them through, and he said, I was so glad I made that last shot. They have 2 home games this coming weekend, and so he's asking everybody to please come on out, cheer for them, because this Saturday, this Sunday, another crucial affair. They need to be able to win those ball games to be able to improve to 16-7, because remember, they're trading 3 teams that are all tied for first place in their division. That's going to be very important. They cannot lose another game, or else things are not going to look good as far as their run to the playoffs will be. A lot of offensive opportunities here, as you can see. Randall puts up a 3 and drains it. Both these teams shot so well. There's Vendrame. Look at the shooting from 3-point distance. Both teams shot above 40%. Shibuya was 14 out of 34 for 41%. GUNMA was 16 out of 35 for 45%. They also did quite well from the free throw line. Well, we talked about the fact that these 2 teams shoot very well from the free throw line. 8 out of 8 for 100% was Shibuya. 10 out of 12 for 83% was GUNMA. They were actually shooting close to 80%, 78.5 to be exact. To get some more numbers, look at this. Shibuya had 4 more assists, 26-22. They also had more rebounds. Quite surprisingly, it was plus 13. 40-27. First quarter ended in favor of GUNMA. They were up 23-20. At the half, it was 48-42, still in favor of the hosts. They actually led after all 4 quarters, because after the third period, heading into the fourth, they were up by 1, 73-72. The turnover story was big though. Shibuya with 10 turnovers, only 5 for the Gunma Crane Thunders. Second chance points. I would have thought this would be in favor of Gunma, but it's in favor of Shibuya. Plus 8, 30-22. Go figure. Bench points just about even. 31 for Shibuya. Gunma with 29. Fast break points, not too many fast breaks because both these teams had very good transition defense. 7 fast break points for Shibuya, 4 for Gunma. That was a big basket there, coming from Murphy Jr. But again, Naoto Chuji and Yuma Fuji, both of them hitting huge threes. Not to mention the fact that Taniguchi played only a minute and hit another 3 as well. There was another 3, this time from Terrence Woodbury. Just so many opportunities, and finally that's going to drop there. That kept him in the ball game. Another big 3, just not going to drop. But moving well without the basketball, gets that easy layup inside. That would cut the lead from 4-2. And this one would bring them even closer. So many baskets in the fourth quarter coming from their main man, Josh Hawkinson, who would finish with 27. This was the dagger, though. How could that have dropped from such an acute angle? And they would go on to win this one. Just too many misses. Hawkinson with the putback. That was his final basket. He would finish with 27 points, as we said. But only 11 points for Vendrame, 11 points for Randall to back him up. This was the final play. Brought it closer, tried to kiss it off the glass, and overshot it. And here are the numbers. We talked about them already a while ago. 14 and 11. Those are the points off turnovers. Not that big a discrepancy, despite the fact that there were 5 more turnovers for Shibuya. As we look at the leading scorers for both these squads, Blackshear would finish with 19, 14 apiece for Fuji and Tsuji. Josh Hawkinson leads all scorers with his 27 points, and as we talked about it, Vendrame and Randall with 11 markers. That's the quarter score, and you can see there in the background. Blackshear with 19 points, also with 7 boards, Fuji with 5 assists, and Hawkinson with 27 points, Grantham with 8 rebounds, and Vendrame with 7 assists. And that's going to do it here for our coverage. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us here this Wednesday night. Till next time, take care. Have a great week ahead. God bless.